particles, are they actually visible particles or no?
Microplastics is anything smaller than 5 millimeters.
Oh, okay.
So that can be right down to 1 micron, which would be 1/1000th of a millimeter. So 5 millimeters you would see, but the smaller range, so most microplastics you would not. I mean, you'd be hard pressed to sort of see 10,000 particles in a cubic meter here, right? So it would look, like dust almost.
Right.
Tiny little particles. I first became interested in the topic of microplastics early in my career. And it came out of really concerns about visible debris in plastics and their impacts on charismatic creatures like sea turtles mistaking plastic bags for jellyfish as their preferred food, or my encounters with seals that I had to release from nets, from discarded fishing nets made of polypropylene, or seeing whales trapped by lines and ropes. So the concerns about impacts on wildlife have never left me. Microplastics are probably the most unique pollutant that I've run across in my career. When we're losing plastic products or microfibers to the ocean, we're potentially introducing something that harms wildlife, diminishes the productivity of ocean ecosystems, and potentially contaminates our seafood. The more we look for microplastics in our environmental samples, the more we realize in our own laboratory and our own living space that we're in a cloud of plastic dust. Everywhere we look, we find microplastics. In the Arctic, the Antarctic, the open Pacific, the open Atlantic, 4,000 meters down below the surface of the ocean, in the air around us, in our homes, at work, on the street, in the playground. Microplastics are everywhere. There are really two kinds of microplastics. Firstly, we refer to primary microplastics, and primary microplastics are any plastic particles smaller than 5 millimeters that were deliberately designed to be that shape and form. You might imagine microbeads or nurdles, these commercial pellets that we often find on beaches just by virtue of them spilling off vessels or out of factories. Secondary microplastics are more elusive and more problematic because we don't really know where they're coming from. Secondary microplastics are the breakdown products of anything that's made of plastic. Trying to figure out where microplastic pollution is coming from is really, really important, because by tracking those particles back to the source or likely source, we're able to help facilitate or guide better practices, regulations, source control, consumer choices, education, material design if it comes to synthetic clothing that is shedding particles. All of these things are solutions or potential solutions that will help turn off the tap and reduce microplastic pollution in the ocean.